Today we'll be talking about an organization that helps people out on both sides of the border. Well, the Pennsylvania and Maryland border, in 2 counties. A lot of people who need special help with food, lodging, medical help. It's the Mason-Dixon Community Services, and we're here today on location. We are on location, and I want to thank you for joining us. I'm Ken Kiedrowski, of course, and today we are at the Mason-Dixon Community Services, and we're going to be speaking to the Executive Director, Susan Bowen. And Susan, I've lived in this general area for maybe 15 years now, and in my church, when it's a holiday time, we hear about collecting canned goods and what have you. So when I think of your organization, in my mind, I think of this huge truck pulling up to your doors and all these canned goods running down a ramp right into your office. So, but that can't be all you do at your agency, collect food.
It would be so much easier if we did have a truck with a ramp that just delivered cans to our office. But no, food is a big part of what we do at Mason-Dixon Community Services, and we're very proud of that. We've been serving folks, low-income folks, for 35 years in southeastern York County and northern Harford County with food assistance, energy assistance, programs for women and children. We have a summer camp. I could go on and on about our programs.
And about how many people do you service during a year?
Well, now people come multiple times in a year, but it's about 2,400 unduplicated individuals that come to both the Highland and the Delta office.
Right. So you're straddling 2 great states.
Indeed.
And that might also give you opportunities for some interesting ways to do things, because I would find it hard to believe that both states want you to do things exactly the same way.
Well, I've often said having offices in 2 states, they're only 6 miles apart, but that state boundary might as well be the Great Wall of China. States have different regulations, funders have different regulations. Most donations that are given in one state or the other can't cross the line to go to the other office. So it does make for some challenges.
Well, one of the reasons why we're here is to talk about getting the general community more involved in helping out the Mason-Dixon Community Services. But it's not just food. It's all these other services that you've mentioned, and maybe some that you haven't. So let's get it in early. If people want to help you help others, what's the best thing they can do?
Well, the best thing is for people to make a donation, either an in-kind donation such as food, or personal care items such as soap, shampoo, laundry detergent, paper towels, toilet paper, things like that. Or, of course, monetary donations, a check is greatly appreciated. What a lot of people don't understand is while we do love to get the in-kind donations, because we have relationships with different partners, different food banks and things, we can purchase those same items in a much greater quantity than you can when you go to buy something to give to us. So if you give me $25, I can buy a lot more food than you can with that $25.
Okay, so let's see if we can do this right now. So the people watching at home, right here, I'm told, by magic, there's going to be a telephone number or an address here somewhere, right here. Shazam, and you can use that number or the address to contact or to better able to allow you to donate to the Mason-Dixon Community Services, either by sending the wonderful check. You know, the check that's in the mail, well, we would really like it to be in the mail, because it's critical, especially as now, as you watch this, we are going to be moving into that wonderful world of the holidays really, really soon, and even during times of the year when the holidays aren't upon us, it's necessary, because there are a lot of people who unfortunately do need extra assistance with food, with shelter, with
Absolutely.
what I hate to bring it up, but women who are victims of abuse and
Absolutely.
families that are
Yes.
really, really challenged,
Yes.
maybe with the opioid crisis and such.
And we're very much involved in all of those aspects. We are key players with the Mason-Dixon Anti-Drug Task Force because the opioid problem is epic in this area. So we've been working on that with that group for the last 4 years. We also have a great partnership with Access York. They deal with women who have been abused, families that have been abused, and we encourage anyone in the area that is experiencing any situation like that, please come to us.
All right, supposing there's somebody out there, man, woman, doesn't make any difference, and they need some assistance from you, how do they begin the process of reaching out to you?
Just call us, and the numbers I've been told are on the screen.
Are they?
That's
They might
that's what
be
I've been
here.
told. Or simply stop in either of our offices. And the offices, both offices, the Highland office in Street and the Delta office in Delta, PA, are both open Monday through Thursday between the hours of 9 a.m. and 12 noon, or by appointment. So if you have a job, if you have an extenuating circumstance, we will try to meet your need any way we can. We'll come in after hours. We'll set up an appointment so that you can be served.
Okay, now, when it comes time for food collection and such, I try to help out at my church, St. Mary's in Pilesville.
They're a big supporter.
Father, I mentioned it, so I hope I get extra
And
credit
St.
for
Mary's
that.
is a wonderful partner with Mason-Dixon Community Services.
Hi, guys. Listen, and so now that I've got an in with heaven now, and I need help, what about people who are saying, well, I can't cut a check, but I'm retired and maybe I could volunteer. Do you need volunteers?
Oh my goodness, volunteers are the backbone of this organization, absolutely. And we have a number of folks in both offices who are retired folks that love to come. They come week after week. Some people come 2 or 3 times a week, and they have found a niche here that meets their needs. So yes, please call us. We would love to have you.
What are some of the things they could do as volunteers that they're qualified to do as
Well,
volunteers?
we like to match a person with what they like to do.
Oh.
So they can either work directly with clients, helping them select food in our choice pantries. And the choice pantry is a system where people come in and they select the food that best meets the needs, the nutritional needs for their household. So the volunteers can work side by side with the client and help direct them through the client choice process. There's also clerical duties, there's stocking shelves, there's the food has to be constantly moved, first in, first out type thing. There's just a plethora of opportunities for a volunteer.
Very good. All right. So for the folks at home, again, you can see that the Mason-Dixon Community Services covers a wide area. It's not just food, but if you want to donate food that you have at home, please make sure that the food hasn't expired. Please make sure that the canned goods aren't all dented and banged up, because if you don't want it at home, then you have to understand that the folks at the organization here can't be handing it out to those people who are in need. But it's so much more, again, so much more than food. And please go online. I know that at the very end of the show, you'll see the email, the website that is, and probably the email address too to contact the Mason-Dixon Community Services. So Susan Bowen, I want to thank you.
Well, thank you,
for
Ken.
joining us here today, and good luck, and we'll watch the canned goods roll in.
Thank you so much, and we really appreciate this opportunity
it's
to tell our
all our
story.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay, class, here's our lesson review. Today we learned that we were visiting the Mason-Dixon Community Services. They have offices in Delta, Pennsylvania, and in Street, Maryland. We learned that they help a lot of people in need with food, with lodging, with medical needs, and other needs. They help a lot of people on both sides of the border, both in Maryland and in Pennsylvania. And I hope that what you'll do is you'll pay attention to the information that follows, because you'll learn how you can send in those wonderful checks that you can write, as well as find out how you can bring in food to donate and possibly even volunteer to help them. We need your help. So thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on location.